station. It's time now for your expanded local news. A Taylorville Memorial Hospital leader has been recognized among the top young healthcare professionals in the state. Stephen Salisbury is a pharmacy manager at TMH and has been named one of the Illinois Critical Access Hospital Network's 4 under 40 leaders for 2025. The award honors 4 emerging hospital leaders each year whose work is helping transform patient care across their organizations. TMH President and CEO Kim Bourne says Salisbury's leadership has strengthened not only the hospital's pharmacy department, but the entire organization, adding that he is incredibly deserving of the recognition. Salisbury joined TMH in 2017, and since then, he has overseen projects aimed at improving patient safety and care quality, and he has worked closely with teams throughout the hospital and the Memorial Health System. Outside the hospital, Salisbury is deeply involved in the Taylorville community, serving on the boards of the Tornado Wrestling Foundation and Christian County Pee Wee Basketball. He also coaches youth baseball, basketball, and football, and has led sports skills camps at the Christian County YMCA. Salisbury says he's honored to receive the award and credits his colleagues for making the work meaningful and enjoyable. Schools in Taylorville are using a new curriculum for reading and phonics with lower grade levels. The goal is to improve literacy outcomes, which have been worse than school district officials would like to see. The curriculum combines in-class activities and frequent assessments with technological integration, and faculty and staff members are calling for parents to do their part to continue that learning at home. Kara Thomas is an instructional coach for Taylorville CUSD number 3 and played a major role in developing the new curriculum. She says it aims to keep all teachers and classrooms on the same pace in its implementation.
And this year we have started a new explicit systematic instruction based on phonics and vocabulary, comprehension, and writing. It's evidence-based. We are working with teachers to ensure that they are teaching the same foundational skills with the same rigor. It's helping our teachers because they're not piecing together materials anymore. And then students who move from classroom to classroom and building to buildings are more on pace with each other. Well, the teachers are all working together. They're all able to teach the same curriculum and be on the same page. And so all the students are getting the same curriculum. So we're seeing a lot of growth with the students' success with that.
Okay. And Kara, when did we implement this new curriculum?
We started that in August. We actually have a doctor coming in as well. She's working with us with small group. She's giving us some tips and pointers, some strategies, evidence-based that we're working with her. She's modeling, she's observing. So we're pretty excited about having her in our district as well.
In the time the curriculum has been in place, teachers and administrators are seeing notable progress in learning. They use pre- and post-tests to measure outcomes in students.
Well, both. We do a weekly check every week. We do a pre-test and a post-test, kind of see where they begin. We do our lesson for the week, and then we do like a weekly check-in at the end, and we're able to see their growth that way. We're definitely starting to hit that. Last week we saw in a first grade classroom. Before teaching our lesson, we started like at 50%. They hadn't had any instruction. And by the end of the week, they were getting 80 to 85% of their phonics skills. So we're definitely seeing growth.
Okay. And over the year, is there something like, say, come around May and we're wrapping up the year? Is there like an end goal in mind for all of this?
Absolutely. We do benchmark testing 3 times a year. We do it in the fall, the winter, and this spring. So we'll hopefully see those numbers in the spring rise as well.
Okay.
So we're definitely checking in with them throughout the year.
Dawn Reiser is the school district's technology integrationist for kindergarten through 4th grade. And she says the district is using robotics and other hands-on tools as part of the classroom experience with this newest curriculum.
We're trying to use more, all of the kids do have a Chromebook assigned to them, K through 4. They're not on it all of the time or anything like that, but we're also trying to implement besides just the Chromebook and that being an assistive part of their curriculum, but also using some robotics and even just building things like Legos or other building kits. And also we use some Sphero robots called Indies that use some color coding and some mini Spheros, which also use some block coding with some of the older kids and just trying to connect those things together.
It's crazy how much the classroom has changed. I feel like even since I was in school, like there was no talk of robots. I mean, that wasn't a thing.
And they're very basic, but that's where they start,
Yes.
That's where they start. And then Tammy's able to take that a lot further with her older students.
And the use of technology goes well beyond the English language arts courses. Tammy Reindl, the technology integrationist for grades 5 through 12, says classes at those levels are using robotics even more routinely.
So at the junior high, I started off doing, my son just happened to be, he's living in Alaska right now. And so I got to go visit him, and I got really involved with the Iditarod when I was actually teaching 5th grade. And so now I'm doing the Iditarod in Alaska with the geography classroom as well. And so we've been doing all kinds of STEM activities, and our last STEM activity, they built carts or sleds, and they had to have everything on the sled that you would have in the Iditarod. And then I had robots that they had to program, code it, and that we had sled races. So that was a big fun thing, and we had winners with that. I was just in their classroom yesterday, and we're doing an Alaska map, and they're actually doing the northern route of the Iditarod Trail, and they're lighting it up. So that's something that we're working on yesterday and today.
More information on Taylorville CUSD number 3 is available at tcusd3.org. Tammy Reindl, Don Reiser, and Kara Thomas appeared as guests on the WTIM Morning Show as part of our monthly Taylorville School Good News segment. This will conclude the first portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by Taylorville Community Credit Union.
Looking to save more and stress less? This is Will Perkins. At Taylorville Community Credit Union, we're here to help you build a stronger financial future with great loan and deposit rates, convenient locations, and service from people you know and trust. We're member-owned, member-focused, and proud to serve anyone who lives or works in Christian, Montgomery, or Shelby counties. Discover the credit union difference. TCCU is your partner in financial success. Member NCUA.
A new year may be approaching, but that is not the case for the 4-H year. The University of Illinois Extension has a number of 4-H events on both sides of the calendar change. And as always, some events are exclusive to 4-H members, while others welcome all in the community. The forthcoming calendar items feature classes on making decorative home items, important life skills, and more. 4-H Cook and Connect is the name of the next such activity. Taylor Sinclair, 4-H Youth Program Development Coordinator with the Extension, says it features kits which registered participants can take home.
This is something they had started during COVID, and we had some requests to bring them back. So what it was is they can go in and they can choose, there's a couple different meals that they can make. There's lasagna roll-ups. There's 7 or 8 different recipes that they can choose, and they'll pick their recipe, and then they can also choose if they want to create a kit that we're going to donate to the food pantries that a family can bring home and also do themselves. So that way, if they want to also offer it for someone else's family, maybe they can get to do it also.
Okay.
The deadline to sign up for this workshop was yesterday. But if someone were to reach out today and say that they're interested in this opportunity, we would absolutely make sure we get the supplies so that way they can be able to participate, just because we don't want anybody to miss out on the opportunity.
Participants can retrieve these kits at their local extension office this coming Tuesday through the following Friday. After that is a 4-H Pie workshop. It's scheduled for January 13th from 5:30 until 7 p.m. at the Christian County Extension Office. The event is for youth aged 8 to 18, and 4-H membership is not required to participate.
Yeah, so I actually had we had a volunteer just kind of reach out and say she was interested in offering some more opportunities for the kids. And we were like, okay, what kind of interests do you have? And she had shot out pies. And I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. I was like, we haven't done something like that. So I jumped on the bandwagon, and we were able to get this pie workshop scheduled. I actually think it's already almost halfway full. But the cost of it is $8, and they're going to get to make an apple pie. So the really pretty, woven basket look that's really pretty. They're going to get to spend some time doing that. It's for ages 8 to 18. But if there is someone interested, from the ages 5 to 7, they're welcome to give my office a call or shoot me an email. And we can talk about being able to come to it. Usually I just kind of ask an adult to be present with them, just to make sure we have extra hands in case they need some extra help. But that way we make sure the workshop kind of fills up that way.
Next up is a members-only event. It's the 4-H Showbook Cover Design Contest. Submissions will continue to be accepted until February 6th of 2026.
Yeah, so this one is for 4-H members only. But if someone is wanting to join 4-H and participate in this, they're absolutely welcome to participate. You just need to get them into the 4-H website. But this one, I love to see the kids get so creative with this. We have like our show books that we create every year, and usually we have a little contest for the front cover page and the back page too. But we'll put them on the front cover or the back, and they get to have their name on there and show off their pretty artwork, which is kind of cool. And then either you can turn that into the extension office, or you can email your showbook cover to me at tpope4@illinois.edu, and we can get that submitted for an entry for the showbook cover contest.
The extension hopes the next event on the calendar will educate attendees on how to better manage and improve their finances. Making Your Money Work will happen on February 16th from 1:30 until 3 p.m. It's open to those aged 12 to 18, whether they are 4-H members or not.
Yeah, so the date of this one is February 16th, and this will be from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. So it'll be during the day, which the kids are actually out of school this day, or they're getting out early. I can't quite remember exactly, but I know there was a reason why I chose it like that. So that way the kids can go and they can learn about this little banking workshop. I also have a financial advisor that is planning to come in and talk to the kids a little bit, just about like investments, and just kind of help give some directions as they're getting older. And that way, maybe we can put it in their mind that they can start thinking about some of this stuff, but also make it to where it's not as scary sounding. Because I feel like sometimes it gets a little scary to think about getting older and just the different things that life throws at you. And maybe we can help you make them a little more prepared.
And finally, the 4-H Winter Photo Contest will accept submissions until February 20th. This opportunity is open only to 4-H members.
Yes, so the deadline for this is February 20th. We have Clover Buds ages 5 to 7, 4-H members ages 8 to 13, and ages 14 to 18. So anytime throughout the winter, if you have a photo, now you do have to be a 4-H member to be able to participate in this, but anytime in the winter, take a picture. You can submit it to Kate, which is kind of in the directions, if they need some more information on it, but they can submit a photo and get a chance at winning the Winter Photo Contest.
More information on the University of Illinois Extension, along with these events and many others, is available at extension.illinois.edu. Taylor Sinclair appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. Eastern Illinois University has long been known for its focus on service, leadership, and the kind of personal mentorship that helps students grow with confidence. That mission is now expanding through the university's Peace Corps Prep program. It's a 2-year pathway that helps students build the skills and understanding needed for meaningful global service. The initiative is led by Dr. Robert or Tanner Bivens, who joined EIU in 2024 and has been working to connect students with opportunities that stretch beyond the classroom. The program is built around 4 major components recognized by the National Peace Corps: sector-specific skills, foreign language development, intercultural learning, and professional readiness. Students complete targeted coursework, hands-on volunteer service, and ongoing mentorship that aligns with their area of interest. Much of the momentum behind the program comes from Bivens' desire to make global service pathways feel accessible. He often shares that, as a student himself, he once felt unsure about how to step forward with opportunities like the Peace Corps. That feeling shaped his commitment to developing a program that gives students a clear route and plenty of encouragement, as well as practical preparation. Since taking on leadership of the initiative, he has overseen its redevelopment, helped secure institutional approval, and organized early events such as networking sessions with returned Peace Corps volunteers and service learning workshops. The program officially opened to student applications in the fall of 2025. Students who enroll complete at least 50 hours of volunteer community service tied to their chosen sector, following national guidelines. EIU's new program mirrors that mission by helping students gain the confidence and also global awareness needed to take on such roles. Visit eiu.edu for more information. The holiday season is a very important part of the year for those specialty growers in the popcorn business. Scott Trimble is with Farmers Scott's Premium Popcorn in Hayworth, Illinois. He has both a storefront and web-based presence, along with arrangements with several retailers. This will conclude the second portion of your expanded local news, this time around brought to you by CNB Bank and Trust.
Life happens, and CNB Insurance Services is here to help protect what matters most. From your home and car to your farm and business, our local team works with top providers to find the coverage that fits your life. No pressure, just honest guidance from people you know and trust. CNB Bank and Trust, helping to open doors since 1854.
Insurance products are not insured by FDIC or any federal government agency, are not a deposit of or guaranteed by the Fed or any bank affiliate, and may lose value. Any insurance required as a condition of the extension of credit by CNB Bank and Trust and may not be purchased from our agency, but that is without the approval of the application or extension of credit. Be purchased from an agent or insurance company of the customer's choice.
Moving now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and are brought to you by Sutton Memorial Home.
This is Chad Sparks. When you lose a loved one, your choice for making final arrangements should be with the compassionate family at Sutton Memorial Homes. They know the death of a loved one is difficult. Austin and Evan at Sutton's and the entire staff have devoted themselves to loving and caring for those in their community in their time of need. You can trust Sutton Memorial Homes to assist your family in making final arrangements that will be a tribute to your loved one. Sutton Memorial Homes, caring is what they do best.
79-year-old Regina K. Calvert of Foley, Alabama, died on December 7th. Funeral service will be today, December 12th at 10 a.m. at Pine Rest Funeral Home in Foley, Alabama. Burial will be at Pine Rest Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Pine Rest Funeral Home in Foley, Alabama. 87-year-old Ronald Raymond Hurst Sr. of Lovington died on December 9th. Visitation is December 15th from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Funeral service will be December 15th at 2 p.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. And burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. 63-year-old Tony Marie Bennett of Taylorville died December 9th. Visitation is December 16th from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Funeral service will be December 16th at 11 a.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. And interment will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. 67-year-old James Edward Hickman of Donaldson died on December 1st. Burial will be at Hazel Dell Cemetery, and a memorial service and Knights of Columbus Chalice service will be made available at a later date. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Don L. Wigan Funeral Home. And 80-year-old Larry N. Sachs of Morrisonville died November 26th. Visitation is December 20th from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. at First United Methodist Church in Morrisonville. A memorial service will follow at 12 p.m. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Again, get details on obituaries by visiting us at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. A quick look at the weather here this morning. A high of 32 expected for today with a low around 14 as clouds begin to roll in. As for Saturday, expect snow and a high near 19. Wind chill values set between 0 and 9 degrees. That chance of snow is set at 80%, and new snow accumulation expected at about 1 to 3 inches possible. That will continue into Saturday night with a low around -6. Wind chill values between -12 and -22 degrees, with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Getting into Sunday, it will be sunny, but it will be very cold with a high near 4 degrees. And as for Sunday night, that low drops to again the negative digits, with -6 being the expected temperature as of Sunday night into Monday morning. Get details on these and other local news stories at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com or hear them every hour on WTIM. WTIM is your only local news radio.